years, I think more and more I've been really motivated by watching the way that as health services, we've cared for our staff. And we see the worst of things, particularly ambulance crews. In hospitals, by the time they get to us, they might still look traumatic and messy, but the reality is that paramedics have done a phenomenal job of picking them up from wherever they were. It might be face down in a doorway somewhere. By the time they get to us, they're actually really nicely packaged. So I guess knowing these sorts of what it's like to be in that situation and how stressful it is, I've thought more and more about staff support and how we look after our staff. And I'm actually doing my PhD at the moment, because I'm really quite passionate about holistic care of staff. Actually going to the staff members and finding out what is it that drives you, not what I think as a health services worker I think you need. It's actually, no, I want to talk to you and find out what you need. And increasingly I've been motivated by that idea that we are a whole being. We are the biological, psychological, social, spiritual. And for me personally, that spiritual component, that, and it might be a religious component. I have a personal faith background, but that's about me. That's not about the staff that I care for. When I talk about spiritual in terms of my staff, I find out what is it that gives my staff meaning and purpose. What is it that drives them? What gets them out of bed in the morning? And that's what I see as the spiritual component. So it's very much up to the individual that I'm caring for. And in light of that, I decided eventually to become an ambulance chaplain so that I could actually work on that staff support side of things. And even though I still work in the nursing space, this has actually been my big motivator and drive for doing my research. So